Hey everybody, Ultimate Reviews here and welcome back for another video. So today I'll be bringing you guys the review of the Chuwi VX3 7-inch Android 4.2 tablet. Let's jump right in. Alright guys, so here we have the Chuwi VX3 7-inch Android tablet. Now we're going to take a brief look at the design. So if you take a look at the back, it mainly consists of aluminum metal, and then you'll also find the camera with the LED flash, and at the top you find the plastic housing, which actually allows you to insert your dual SIM cards alongside with a micro SD card slot. So if you want to expand your memory from the 16 gigabytes that's already built in, you could just put your memory card in and there you have it, you have extra memory. Now if you take a look at the front panel, I will talk about the display, but if you're just going to take a brief look at the front panel, you'll find the three capacitive buttons at the bottom. That's the return, the home button and the tabs button. So you know, this will obviously allow you to use those functions. And then if we take a look at the top, we'll find the 2 megapixel front facing camera alongside with the speakerphone grill, which also allows you to make phone calls, hence the use of the two 3G SIM cards which you can put at the back. So yeah, this is a tablet slash phone, and I found it really strange at first, especially considering it's 7 inches, but you know, it is there, so you can use it if you'd like. And then also at the bottom we have the universal charging port, you know, the chargers that's used on the S5 and the S4 and almost every kind of phone apart from Apple. And then if we head over to the left hand side, you'll find the power button, and on the right hand side you'll also find the volume up and volume down button. So that's pretty much all you get on the tablet. There are no any other physical buttons, no buttons on the display. Now if we just go back to the overall design, what really annoyed me was the fact that they had to write what the buttons did next to the actual button. So on the volume button it says volume plus and volume minus, and I really don't think it takes a genius to know that the two buttons, like on the same hinge, so they're right next to each other, means volume up and volume down. Every phone has the volume up and volume down rocker, and you know, they don't really need to say that that is what the feature does. And they've done the exact same on the power button. Right beneath the power button they put the power button logo, which I just really didn't think it was needed. And they've also done it with the microphone and the USB charging port. They've put the logos on top of or next to the actual ports. Now I found that pretty pointless. On the microphone port especially, they put mic on top of the mic, and I think it's pretty obvious that if you're holding a phone like this, the microphone has to be there or somewhere in this region. I didn't think they needed to point that out. So I mean, people could be like this, but you know, that's just my preference that I found really pointless. Now I also forgot to mention, this tablet costs $196, and I just want to, you know, put that out there for you guys to consider throughout this entire review. You know, just considering that the price does cost $196, which is roughly around £150, this tablet performs incredibly. So moving back onto the display, it has a 1920 by 1200 resolution display, which is just under 1080p with a 323 pixels per inch density. So this display produces some really accurate colors, and as you guys can see, the colors just look really vivid, especially with the theme that was already built in with this tablet. The colors look really accurate, especially for the price. And the 323 pixels all packed into a 7-inch display just looked absolutely great on this device. So if we head over to the camera at the back, that's actually an 8 megapixel sensor, also supported with the single LED flash. And I have to say, the rear facing camera takes some really great photos. You know, I wasn't expecting it to, considering this is, sorry to say, but a China branded tablet. And let's all be fair, China branded products always have that stereotype to be not as good as your typical Samsung, Sony, HTC, Apple, and a lot of the time they aren't. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I've bought a few tablets in the past from China and they've been absolutely rubbish. They've had the worst displays, the worst cameras, the worst design and build qualities, but this feels really nice. It measures in at 4.4 millimeters thick, and as you guys can see, that's really thin. So and also with the metallic design, it feels really nice and compact. And I don't know, 7 inches just feels really great for this tablet. I mean, I could hold it in one hand at least and use my other free hand to, you know, work the display. But it feels really great. The 8 megapixel camera takes some really great photos, as you guys can see now. But unfortunately, the 2 megapixel front facing camera on the front of the device takes some really bad photos, as you guys can see now. I mean, photos even in broad daylight or average lighting, or, you know, even a photo in this condition now where I've got 2 studio lights set up on each side, still don't look really good. The color saturation is really poor on the front facing camera. So I mean, if they created a newer version of this tablet, they would really need to work on the front facing camera, because it was absolutely, you know, crap. Now moving on to the processor, this device features an MTK 6592 processor. It's actually a Cortex A7 processor. So that's basically 8 cores clocked at 1.7 gigahertz each. And as you guys could imagine, it performs really good with the intense apps such as Real Racing 3, which requires a lot of obviously power and performance from the processor. But during the game, there's also a lot of things going on in the background. The lighting is also running, and the shadows and the graphics and everything just comes together, and it performs really well on this tablet, surprisingly. But it also be running on 2 gigabytes of RAM, so if you're not playing games, or, you know, you're kind of just browsing the web or running multiple applications in the background, you still won't find any lag on this device. And I didn't even find any lag on this device, even though I was kind of leaving apps running in the background such as browser and, you know, Snapchat and Facebook. And I didn't really experience any sort of lag, surprisingly, so that was really good. So I received the email from DHgate a few weeks ago, them offering me to review this tablet, and at first I felt really unsure whether I should review it or not, mainly because it was a China branded tablet and it was from DHgate, and, you know, I was kind of expecting the quality of the tablet to be really bad and not worth the review at all. But then I just said, you know, I might as well go with it, and I'm so happy that I went with the opportunity to review this tablet. Because I think the stereotype of all cheap tablets from China being bad is not true, because this tablet is very far from bad, and I think that the average consumer like me and you watching the video would buy this tablet. It costs $196 and it performs like an absolute beast. You wouldn't really expect it from, you know, obviously the brand. It's Chuwi or Chuwi. I don't even know how you pronounce it. It's a completely unknown brand, and the price as well, $196. You may have that type of money lying about, and if you live in the UK, that's around 150, 145 pounds roughly. And this tablet performs really well. If you're going to compare this tablet with, for example, Samsung's Galaxy Tab 7, you know, sorry Samsung, but, you know, this tablet really does win. You know, this tablet just performs really well as a whole, especially for its price. Anyway guys, this has been the review of the Chuwi VX3 7-inch Android 4.4.2 tablet. I would totally advise you guys to go ahead and check out the link in the description to the tablet. I'd advise you guys to read through the specs and, you know, take a look at some of the pictures, and hopefully from this review you guys may be convinced or not whether to buy it or not. I would totally recommend this tablet. It has a lot of positive features, and, you know, it may seem hard to believe that this tablet is from China and it's really good, but it is. So yeah, I'd advise you guys to go ahead and check it out, and you may be impressed with, if you do purchase it, you may be impressed with what you get. So yeah, thanks for watching this video guys. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day guys. Peace.